up buying a donor car for my other Eclipse because that one's an automatic. This one's a manual. So we're gonna take all the goodies out of this, put it into there, and I'm gonna show you a few things along the way because it can get a little tricky on the interior. It's like 2 bolts that suck ass. But for anyone wanting to do a manual swap, hopefully we'll give you some answers that you need. We already took most of the intake and battery stuff out just to get to the transmission, which is right there. And then you have the shifter cables down here, which flow into the firewall. And then you just unbolt them from the inside. For this car, they're actually behind the heater core. So we're gonna have to deal with that.
So it's been like
an hour and a half?
Yeah, hour and a half.
I'm stuck in a fridge.
Okay, so it's been an hour and a half. So far, we've unbolted the reservoir for the clutch foot.
It's a Corona.
God damn it! Oh, it is a Corona. Nice.
I got it. It's Corona time. I got one.
Okay, so we pulled the reservoir out from these 2 bolts right here. We've taken we've taken whatever the fuck this cylinder is called.
That's the master cylinder.
The master cylinder for the clutch pedal out of there, which then runs inside, which comes through the firewall on the inside, which then goes to the clutch pedal and attaches right here with the spring.
Yeah, to get those 2 bolts, you just use a 12mm flex head ratchet or a flex head wrench. It just has to be really thin, and it takes like a solid 40 minutes to get 2 bolts.
That's lovely. You can barely see it on here, and that's saying something, but it's right up there. Right there. There it is.
That is undoubtedly the worst part about taking the cables.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull the carpet back, rip out the whole console, everything in the center as well, the dash. We actually didn't have to take the support out, so that's pretty solid. We unbolted it, right?
Theoretically, you should be able to get to it without taking the dash out if you do it with the 12mm flex head wrench, but you'll want to take the glove box out. It's just going to be a lot less headroom. So when we do it on the other car, we're going to leave all that shit in. It's going to be a lot worse.
Oh gosh. Once you get to the transmission, the shifter cables, if I can get it off this piece of shite. Shifter cables are now undone as well. You have to take these cotter pins out of the top, which look like, they should look like this. Some dude replaced a nail in this one, so this one actually tore out of the piece of plastic here. This side is still okay. Bolt down into this bracket here, which then goes to the transmission and then tells you what gear you're in and if you're in reverse, all that good stuff. So all of that is up and out of the way, and now we can start on the transmission, getting all the mounts off from the bottom and getting this transmission mount off from the top right here. There we go. Okay. Alright guys, so once you get underneath the car, there's going to be these 2 bolts up front that Mike is undoing right now that all go to this beam right here. So this is one of the trans mounts right here to actually hold up the trans. We have the other one up top, but this goes from the front all the way to the back. You have to undo the bolts, drop that down, unbolt it from the transmission, and then basically this will get swapped into the other car unless the mounting points are different. I think I said that right?
Correct.
Okay, this will get swapped into the other car. If the mounting points are different, then this will just come with the trans. 2 bolts holding it to the trans, 3 bolts holding that bracket in. Once that's all taken out of, then we can take this out right here, which only has 1 bolt going all the way through. And trans should drop, and we can start unbolting the bell house from the actual engine. Alright guys, so we were removing a bolt from the trans. It was literally the last bolt coming out of this hole right here, and while we were bringing it out, it kind of snapped at the threading because we had it jacked up a little too high, a little too much tension on it. So you don't want to do that. Maybe take this one out first, just so you can avoid this mistake that we made. Okay, what's up you guys? We are back. We now have this mount unbolted. We have the rear mount unbolted. Everything is unbolted on the transmission. All we're doing now is we are working on moving the wheel, the brake rotor, the calipers up here. We're gonna basically take this axle out. You're gonna need this for the swap when you're changing your Eclipse from auto to manual. They're different sizes. So right now we need to get this axle nut off. We're gonna peel this out of the way, pull the axle out, and then we should be able to just drop the transmission and it should be out by then. So as soon as that's out, I'll pick the camera back up and we'll show you guys what's going on. Alright guys, so our axle nut is stuck in there. We've heated it up. We put WD-40 like penetrating fluid on it. Nothing's working, so we got a tire iron with a pipe on it that's, you know, pushed into the ground so it won't move. We got a 32 millimeter socket on a 1/2 inch, and then we have Mike here with
my favorite tool,
a big ass hammer. So we're gonna.
Claire!
Oh god!
Oh hey. Got it.
That actually worked.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is golden. 10 out of 10, Mike. 10 out of 10.
I have the good ideas.
Okay, so we've got our axle hanging, just because we don't feel like taking it out of the trans because it's going with it. It's now out of the hub of sadness. And we've got everything unbolted for the transmission and the engine bay. So at this point we're gonna try lowering it and try separating it from the engine, and then hopefully we can just drop it and wheel it out from underneath and this big open space down here underneath the car. So we'll see how that goes. It's probably not gonna be that easy, in all honesty, but we're wishful thinkers. Yep, bring her down, Mike. What's that?
Hold on, let me lower on this one.
Oh, you gotta lower the engine, don't you?
Woo!
Pretty far, I'd say like maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
So, which means now, yeah, shake I guess, and then hopefully if we can get a flathead in between.
Flathead or pry bar, we'll see what we can do. Trip to the store to get a 32 mil to get the axle nut off. A lot of wiggling and prying. We have a manual transmission, and if you look over there, you can see the clutch, the flywheel here. The clutch, the flywheel is there. That's pretty much the last thing that has to come out of the engine bay, and then we pull the cables for shifting out to the compartment. And this car is gonna be gone. It's done. This is everything I need. Everything else is over there that I need. Pedal. Support, cylinders, look at that. We got the master, oh, dripping some fluid. We got the slave over here. We got a throwout bearing, which I figure since we're here, we're gonna replace that, because I don't want to have to do this again anytime soon.